of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, 55. Right there, look, 55. Check.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
57. Mike.
Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Shift. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? I'm scared.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm here all day.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
70, Indy. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On third down, Hawkins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 30-yard line.
Right. 50 seconds to Mike.
On second down, here's Smith. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come on, Shaq. 70 ending. Yeah. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
A first down carry for Smith. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They run with the former Pitt Panther, Quadri Olison. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
6 guys.
Now Ito Smith. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the eye.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Coaching spell. Ready.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
All day, all day.
Looking to throw. Hawkins. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Howard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Go, go.
45, 45, Mike, 45. That's right, man.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Hawkins. And an alley to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Howard, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Box truck.
Right, check, 59, 59. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Mike, 59.
Get it.
2nd and 13. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready. Right together, eight together. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Brissett on 1st down. Jones has it. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Five.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Hawkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
15. Check.
Hey, seam 6. 45.
To throw on 2nd down, Hawkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw. Hawkins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Looking to throw. Hawkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
They run with Howard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A give to Howard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
59. Hey, get away. Check.
5.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Hawkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second and 9 now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Hawkins. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun with Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 3rd down, Hawkins. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Well, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone's got 4.
Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Brissett. It's caught. Jones. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mike 57. Yo. I got you, boy. Wide. Get wide.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Smith.
Under 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, D.
Here's Olison. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the ground, this is Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers,
and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Watch 85. Watch 85. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. They may take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tackle.
They'll run with Smith. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, 31 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Hawkins stepping up. He'll try and run.
The quarterback on the scramble. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Hawkins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Hawkins. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Set, 8, read.
Here we go.
Hey, exit.
45.
To throw on 2nd down. Hawkins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hawkins. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check pass. Check pass.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Complete. Smith has it. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's get it.
Set. 90 Wolf.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Hawkins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They begin with a run by Smith, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it here with Smith. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Smith. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. It's caught, Smith. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
2nd and 11. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder